It's your boy Lucas Media, man. I'm with my boy Michi from the Midwest, man. Um, Yesterday, Gervonta Tank Davis had a big fight, and it's pretty interesting, bro. I want to get your thoughts about it.
Okay, for sure. First of all, how you doing, bro? You been doing arguing?
Yeah, brother, I'm good, man. How about you?
Cool, man. Cool, man. Coming off this crazy fight over the weekend, man. We definitely gotta talk about this.
I know,
See
right,
what you thought about the fight, what we thought about it.
man? So, let's lead on it. What's your thoughts on it first? What you think?
Uh, like I was telling you, dog. I'm a big Tank supporter, man. I believe that he's the best in that division. But my thing is, when it comes to certain fights, my issue right now is that this whole him and Shakur Stevenson thing they got going back and forth, this little beef they got. When Stevenson comes off a fight like the one that he just did, going 9 rounds with some dude they said was an electrician that really ain't even have a deal, you got to go out there and prove to him, look, dog, let me put this dude to sleep right quick so you can see I'm not playing with you. This ain't what you want. And to me, Tank just ain't do that, bro. He went out there with the same mentality the first couple rounds. I'm gonna barely throw punches. I'm gonna look for a couple of counters, and you can have those couple rounds. But usually when it gets to the mid fight, Tank turn up, man. But as you seen, that little should have been knockdown, it just changed the whole game last night, man. It was the weirdest
Right.
thing I've seen in boxing for a minute now. And I felt like, to me, I feel like Roach won the fight just because I got the boxing, the total punches up. What is it called? The CompuBox thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Um, I wanted to go to you about it, like as far as like round for round. When you look at it on paper, Roach outpunched him by just a couple of punches, but he was the more active fighter. Tank just after, like I said, after that little thing he said with the grease or whatever, that's when he started to actually fighting. And I think somewhat this had to do with him and his original trainer Calvin not being the lead to this fight. I don't know what they got going on. I've heard a couple of things and what they've said about how Calvin is focusing on the amateurs right now. But to Tank just looked like a different person to me at the end of the day last night. I do believe that Roach won this fight, but when it comes to when you put a belt on the line, as we all know as boxing fans, if you don't knock the champ out, if you don't knock him out and put him on his butt a couple of times, you're not gonna win that fight, man. And I was listening to a couple of things after the press conference. Roach was saying that Tank came up to him and was like, "Hey, you know they ain't give you that last round. They're not gonna give you this fight or whatever." So it makes you think. Like I try not to get into the politics in boxing, but some things like you can't hide, man. Like clearly they know Roach won this fight, but they're like, "No, we can't take the belt off Tank like this, man." So I felt the call was right, but in a way, I still do believe that the ref should have called that fight, man. Because if you see, I know you seen it when he did take the knee, the ref ran over there and started counting. He was already on two, and he was like, "What's going on over here?" And like I said, he really couldn't explain it. So I feel like Tank just ain't do what he was supposed to do yesterday, man. At the end of the day, really.
Yeah, bro, man. Like, I guess to me, I feel like this is
Mhm.
what happens when these fighters constantly carefully pick their opponents.
Yeah,
It was already like Tank is not an active fighter like he should be. To me, Tank should be fighting at least 2 to 3 times a year. But his last several fights has been once a year. Sometimes I think he
hmm
took a good year and a half off. And then when he's coming back, he's not really fighting. Like he's only fighting a certain kind of fighter. Leo Santa Cruz,
hmm
Esau Cruz, those type of fighters. And I
yeah,
think, like you said, this is with a case where, he got too almost like he got too confident with himself. Like he was looking too far ahead. And
yeah.
Lamont, man, a lot of people slept on him, even myself. I had him getting out of
Mhm.
there about not about round 7, 8 is when I thought
Okay.
they was going to stop him.
Mhm.
But as I'm watching the rounds, and I was watching it with the sound off, I'm like, man, like you Javante was behind, and it seemed like he could never pick up the pace. And after a
Yeah,
while, it was like Javante. I don't. Lamont was catching Javante. They was catching each other, and you never
mhm,
seen anything like that happen. And I know you was talking about switching up his coaches. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I've
yeah,
heard different rumors and things, but I don't know.
mhm,
Even Tank was, if you notice, he was arguing with Calvin Ford and them, and he said something in his post fight interview about his corner. They gonna have to fix some things over there. So I
yeah.
don't know, man. I just a lot of people are saying, was he exposed? In my opinion, I feel like he had an off night,
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
that aura of him is gone now.
Right.
And we got to see how he's going to bounce back from it. But I personally feel like Lamont should have won that fight, even though the judges had it a tie. When
Hmm.
you take a knee, either you get disqualified, you got to get deducted points, something. He
No,
was
it gotta be something, man.
right. I've never seen nothing like that before, bro. I think last time I seen something crazy like that was Fan Man when Holyfield fought
Yeah,
Riddick Bowe.
really, bro. Yeah.
Right in the 90s. Like, what was you
Mhm.
thinking when you saw that?
No, I just thought he tweaked out, bro. Like for real, I was like, how do you? Cause I was trying to explain this to my brother earlier. I was like, if it's true that you had grease on your braids or whatever. Because then another thing, like right when before we got on here, I was looking on Instagram and his hairdresser was saying that she did his hair on Wednesday. That whatever he's saying that happened, he's been in the gym, he's been sweating all that stuff out. So she said that it's not that, but to me, it's like if Lamont is punching you upside your head, he punching in your braids, that grease gonna get on your gloves. So usually, like I look at boxing and UFC.
Mhm.
I'm not sure you be watching UFC too, bro.
A little bit sometimes, like the mega fight that John Jones and
Like the main one. Okay, I
yeah.
got you. So you see how like with their gloves, they got their fingers out so they can
Hmm.
poke you. So with a boxing glove, this is just a big old glove punching you in your eye. So I think what
Right.
happened was Tank got punched right in the eye, and he ain't know how to take it because he didn't even look like he was like woozy or about to fall or anything like that. That's what I was saying. Like I don't believe he hit him too hard. But I think that once he got punched right in the eye, that grease may have got on him or the sweat on the glove. And he just said, wait a minute, let me take a knee and wipe this stuff off because you can't tell the ref, hey, he poked me in my eye because it's a glove. All you can say is, hey, he punched me square in my eye. Take the point, and that's when usually what I was thinking was that usually if like I was saying, the point with Calvin is
Mhm.
with that trainer, the couple of times that they went over to this corner, if they tell Tank, hey, you down on the card, dog, you see a whole completely Tank come out that corner, man. Soon as he get back up, he on them boys. And he just ain't do that this time. And I feel like he didn't got to that. He feels like he's so famous that he's supposed to win every fight. He just ain't got the love for the boxing no more, it seems like. And like he been talking about retiring and everything like that. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I just think he got just way too much going on. And this ain't the time to step back. This is the time like go fight you a named fighter and get to the Shakur fight at the end of the day, bro. Ain't nobody got time for all these other little fights they got going on. They got Shakur fighting the electrician. They got Tank fighting somebody that's thinking just because y'all from the DMV that everything gonna be cool. No, I'm coming to knock you out, man. And like I said, Tank just I don't know. I was disappointed, bro. That's all I can really say, I was very disappointed with Tank last night.
Yeah, I saw in this post fight interview he was talking about he wasn't focused like he should be, and it just
Yeah.
I,
Like,
I
like,
feel
what
like
is it? Why are you not focused no more? Like, what happened?
I really right. I really feel like he just like you said, you into the fame. Like he's known as the superstar of boxing. A lot of times, a lot of these guys they
Mhm.
get that aura. Even Mike Tyson had that aura
Yeah.
until he came up against Buster Douglas when he stopped training. Remember, his trainer had like a
Mhm.
glove instead of what he was supposed to have. So I'm wondering if that's what Gervonta's going through. But it's like you said, man, this is boxing. Anybody can beat you.
Yeah,
Upsets happen all the
exactly.
time. And outside of Floyd, who really has went undefeated like that?
Nobody, man. Nobody at all. And that's the Florida effect. Just piggybacking off what you said. Ever since people start seeing like with me, I hated when Floyd started taking all these people that you like, dog, why is he fighting him? Why you just don't go fight Pacquiao? We was waiting for
Hmm.
that for like 5 years. He was fighting all these people. Yeah, they was undefeated, but he knew I could take that oath from him real quick. Everybody got stuck on being undefeated, man. If they don't want to challenge themselves no more. Lamont already took a loss. He lost to I want to say it was Herring or whatever a couple years ago.
Yeah,
And he's okay with losing now, but he's like, you know what, the belt on the line, I'm going for it all. But Tank is still trying to protect that oath because who did he used to be up under? I used to be up under Floyd. Even though me and Floyd on good terms, I got to show him that I'm better than him. So I'm gonna do the same effect. I'm gonna go fight a Lamont Roach when it's other people he could have fought. But he's trying to take the smart route, and he ran into somebody that played defense like him, waiting for the
yeah,
counter, and I don't think he was ready for that. And it like Lamont looked a little bit bigger than I mean Tank a small dude, but Lamont looked bigger than him. And he was playing bully ball. We ain't used to seeing Tank get bullied like that. The last person to try that was either Snow Ryan Garcia, but he
yeah,
was out there on some nutball stuff. Like he's okay walking into some punches. Lamont stuck to his game plan. He stayed away from all that. He didn't engage with Tank really until like them last 3 or 4 rounds when they start trading like punch for punch or whatever. So yeah, man, I just what you think should happen next, bro? Let's talk about that right quick, if you don't mind. What do you think that who do you think Lamont should fight next? Should they do the rematch? Or what do you think that Tank should do next?
I think Lamont's going to try to run it back. I think Tank's going to be
Mhm.
inactive for a while.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I'm not sure, but I did see earlier that the WBA is going to push for it. But I won't be surprised if Lamont, because of his name now, can try to go after another a big fight. But as far as Tank
Mhm.
Davis, no, I won't be surprised if he goes back to fighting somebody else for and then going to fight Lamont. What you think he's going to do?
So I was looking at a couple of things. Shakur was saying, like, because he was doing the little tweets and stuff all night. He was saying that if Shakur, no, if Tank don't give him the rematch, that it'd be an honor to give Lamont to the belt, or the challenge for the belt, which is cool because in Shakur's head, he like, I can beat Lamont. And on top of that, he just showing like, look, I know I ain't gonna never get a fight Tank because he feel like he's still ducking him. So I'm okay with Lamont going to fight somebody like Shakur because you now that since y'all trying to set up this big mega fight, if Lamont comes out there and beats Shakur or Shakur beat him down, then that gives him a little bit more ammo to say, look, Tank, you can't mess with me. I'm beating the people that you couldn't beat, you feel me, that you just had a draw with. So that could set up a decent fight. I'd be okay with that. But with Tank, bro, I really don't know where you're gonna go. Like the only person he can fight from here is Shakur to me. That's the only fight that makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah,
But
that's what everybody asking
with
for.
yeah, but if Tank is a real dude, for me to continue to be a fan, he got to run it back with Lamont. Dog. Y'all just had a draw. He just showed you he can keep up with you. That he's on your level. Even if you did say you had it off night, cut your braids off so you don't get no more grease in your face and whatever. But I feel like they need to run that back. If he don't run it back, I don't know what Tank gonna do, bro. I can see him being inactive for a while too, though. Because like I said, he keep talking about retiring. So I don't know, man. But like I said, I'm a big fan of Lamont now. I like what he did last night. I want to say I've seen his last 2 or 3 fights, so I'll be looking forward to his fights. But yeah, with Tank, bro, I don't know, man. He might need to just sit out for a second, get his mind right, and get that dog back in him.
Listen, Lamar definitely made a fan out of me last night. I'm yelling at the
Yeah.
screen and everything. I'm like, yo.
Bro, he was the underdog. I think it was like negative 1,600. Something like that. So like if you was to bet $100, you win 1,600 off of him. But even for a draw, I think people got paid off that too, man. So he
Yeah,
wasn't
a
even
lot of
supposed to
people
be
was
in this
surprised.
fight at all. He was not supposed to be in this fight, but I said he showed people wrong last night, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's And it's crazy. Everybody suspected Lamont to lose, and it's just
Yeah.
that's one thing about boxing. You never know, man. And these fighters, they like we said earlier, they got to take it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Every fight got to be serious, man. And one thing about Floyd, one thing that I respect about him is that he
Mm-hmm.
took everything serious. The only time I didn't see him do it was with Conor McGregor. And I mean, come on now, I didn't
Yeah.
think he was gonna lose to that. So
Nah, hey, I was praying that he beat Connor because that dude talked so crazy.
right.
And he
It,
ain't been the same since that fight.
I was talking about Conor McGregor. Yeah, he been up a couple 100 million. He been chilling and everything. Like he
Yeah. I
he
mean,
didn't
he did it
lost
the
his
smart way. He definitely did it the smart way.
right. But I think
Yeah.
people they want what Floyd has, but they don't want the like Floyd was really a child prodigy. Like he was
Yeah.
addicted to the gym. He's still in shape
Mhm.
and everything. And it's just,
Yeah.
you know, Javante was running around talking about he had his skill set is just as good as Floyd's, but it's like if you really believe that, man, you got to put the work in behind it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I
And
just it just lets you know that man anybody can be beat. And at this moment, I at one point I had Gervonta Luke beating Shakur, but now I don't know, man. Honestly.
you know, because Shakur is a more a defensive guy. Just I mean, that's what I seen with Lamont last night too. But he engaged. I just think with that fight still is Shakur just he got speed and everything, but he got some hand problems. And I remember how they used to say Floyd used to be breaking his hands all the time, and he figured it out. That's why he started playing more defense. But Shakur got to get a little bit more power, man, because I think that Tank would he'll make Tank look foolish up in there until Tank finally puts some pressure on him. I think he could knock him out though. But yeah, after last night, I don't know what to think of Tank. I don't know what Tank we gonna get going forward now. So
Yeah,
ain't no telling with him, bro.
yeah, he either going to rise to the occasion or not because he and honestly, this is like I don't know if you want to say eating crow or humble pie, but remember he was making fun of Shakur putting on boring fights and talking about Devin Haney
Yeah,
boring, and now look, everybody went from laughing with you to laughing at you. Majority of people.
yeah. And that fight was that's one thing I can say, but like I stayed up the whole night, and when it got to that fight, like you know how like when your heart get to beating out fast, you be
Hmm.
geeked for a fight. Man, oh my god, they really appeared. They said like for example, the total punches in the first couple of rounds, Davis was 1 for 12, Lamont was 3 for 17. That's understandable. It's the first round. Second round, 3 for 12 for Davis, 4 for 16 for Roach. Third round, 8 punches, 8 out of 24, and then Roach 7 for 30. Pretty much all the way up to round six, they landed under 10 punches each, man. And that them type of fights be boring because they just swinging and missing. And I thought Tank was gonna put him out of there about 5 or 6, honestly. But yeah, I don't know what happened with him last night.
Yeah,
So
man.
we'll see what he got going forward.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. But do you have anything else you want to add on to it?
No, man, just like I said, I still can't believe what happened, man. Like
Yeah.
once I seen it, I'm like, bro, like these is like I said, when you trying to set up a maker fight, man, somebody gotta step up to the plate and like make an example out of somebody. And you just ain't do it, man. So yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say about Tank, bro. I can say that I'm disappointed. And he gotta make me a fan again after that fight
Yeah, I agree,
because
man.
I'm gonna kick him out to the curb quick with this boxing. It's way too many boxers out there for me to be like right now. I got Tank. He's probably I'll say he's number one on my list because it was Spence until he lost, and he ain't fought since then. So yeah, man, I'm done with Tank for now. But I'm just hoping he can bounce back and get back to knocking folks out again.
Yeah, man. Same here. I actually was a big Tank Davis fan. A lot of stuff I didn't like that he was doing,
Mhm.
but I was a
Yeah,
huge fan of his just based off his style. But if you're gonna be out here making fun of everybody, then we expect you to win when it's time for you to do it. Like
yeah,
win in high fashion, but it's like now when people are going at him, now his team is making excuses. It's like, look, Shakur and them can have bad nights, and you hear this narrative about Devin Haney being boring. Well, people can say that about
Mhm.
you. You can have bad nights, or these same
But
a lot of these same fans will turn on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be on it. But
that whole building was booing that man last night. He ain't get
yeah,
to that at all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
heard him
that
got
was,
out that ring too. So, uh,
hmm
but yeah, bro. But man, can you tell everybody where they can find you at?
Yeah, y'all can find me on YouTube, Meet You from the Midwest podcast, man. I try to drop a video, well, a couple of videos, usually on Thursday or Friday throughout every week, man. So y'all tap in with me. I'll be on there talking about sports. I'm trying to get everybody in on stocks from what I know. Just a little stock talk. Black history, history in general, movies, TV shows. Pretty much, I'll be doing it all, bro, man. But we definitely got to do this again, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Start getting on these boxing moves now that we know that we can record it and everything. Get some yeah, stay in on these boxing or like you were saying with the Lakers news, because I'll be on all the Lakers games and everything. So
Right.
yeah, man, y'all follow me on there.
And just let y'all know, man, my boy Michi, man, he's a real Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just jump
Yeah,
on when LeBron got on the team. He's a real diehard Lakers fan since we was kids. So,
yeah, for sure.
but yeah.
Definitely.
But all right, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Michi from the Midwest podcast, man. Lucas Media, we out.
Yeah.